Okay. So yeah, what this preferred customer program is basically it's a reclassification of what we typically call a discount coach. Okay. And, obviously the company is doing it for compliance and regulatory issues, right? Because
Hmm.
there's lots of MLMs out there which get into trouble with you know, their claims of their number of distributors and things like that. So it's, definitely safer for the company to do this, but it's also, I could see a lot of advantages for our customers, right? So I mean, a lot of times people just sign up for the discount, they don't ever plan to work the business. And obviously, we treat them like coaches, or we try to, because we give them access to the Coach Online office. They get all the emails that you and I get about Success Club and everything that they don't care about, right? And also, I mean, I run into a lot when I ask people if they're interested in becoming a coach. They're like, "Oh, I'm not ready to become a coach," or "No," But if we now have this preferred customer, which is like a Netflix membership or Costco membership or an Amazon Prime membership, right? Where you
Hmm.
pay essentially the same fee as the coach fee, that you can save 25%, and you get access to the exclusive buying windows of the pre-launches. Um, there's no purchase requirements, although obviously they should be purchasing products if they're
Hmm.
paying this membership, right? Um, and the other great thing is there's no Social Security or tax ID requirement. So I know a lot of, I mean, I've heard objections over the past of, especially when people just want to sign up for the discount, they're like, why do I have to give my Social Security number, right? That
Hmm.
doesn't make sense, right?
Right.
Um, and The other thing is they still get a spot in your organization, and they still count towards your rank advancement. And their volume still counts towards yours. So, as far as that goes, if you have like a bunch of discount coaches, they're just going to turn into preferred customers, but they're still going to be part of your tree, your binary tree, right?
Okay.
And they're still going to have the same active requirements of the 50 PV that they have to purchase to stay active for you, right? I mean, obviously they have no notion of that, but
Right. Right.
for you to maintain your rank, they have to have the 50 PV, right? They just the main thing is if they have customers or coaches under them, there's the big thing, right? So there's a lot of coaches who have been, emerald, and they've just done nothing. They've stopped working the business, right?
Hmm.
They've just done nothing. And what's going to happen to them, after the 6 month period and they haven't made a sale, is they're going to become a preferred customer. And it's kind of going to work the same way as if they had canceled their coach account. So all their customers are going to roll up to their sponsor, to that coach's sponsor, and all their coaches,
Hmm. Okay.
but they're still going to be in the binary tree. So they're still there as a preferred customer, right? And they still count towards your number of coaches that you need to maintain your rank, but all their coaches and customers roll up to you because they're not working the business and you are, right?
Gotcha.
Now, I think that could be a surprise to a lot of people, and I think a lot of people are probably not going to be too happy when that happens. But the good news is you will get a warning, right? If you haven't made a sale in 6 months, whenever this starts. I mean, they don't even roll it out until May. So I'm not sure if it's like 6 months from May or if it's some shorter time initially, but
Or they go, maybe they say, okay, May starts, and then, okay, whoever's been inactive for the past 6 months before May, maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
right. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some grace period, whatever. It's not going to be like right on May, they're going to convert everybody to preferred customers. It's definitely going to be a gradual thing, right? Maybe July, they'll have automatically converted people to preferred customers. But you're going to get an email like a month before, 2 weeks before, 2 days before. You and your sponsor are going to get an email saying that you're going to be converted. And all they have to do is sell one product. There's no minimum PV that they have to sell. They could ask their son or daughter, if they really want to stay a coach, they could ask, anyone to buy a product under them, right? I mean, obviously that they're not going to tell you to do that. That's against the rules, I'm sure, but if someone wanted to, they could. Yeah.
Greg, does it have to be a new sale, or can it be a current customer that buys something new?
No, it could be a current customer.
Okay.
It just has to be current customer or new customer or new coach or new preferred customer. It doesn't matter, right? You could sign up a coach or a preferred customer or make a new sale on a new customer or new coach.
Does BOD count?
Yes. Yeah, it does.
If they have an HD order, does that count then, even though it's not?
Yeah,
Or,
not themselves. So it's not them buying something. It's one of their customers buying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If they're customers on HD for Shakeology,
They're fine.
that counts. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that totally counts.
Okay, because I didn't know if you meant one new order, or continuous order, but that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, something else that they mentioned is if you are diamond rank or a lifetime diamond rank or above, you do not have the option of converting to a preferred customer. So what's going to happen is if you're diamond rank or above lifetime, right? I mean, maybe you hit it once and now you're back to coach and you're not working the business. What they're going to tell you is if you haven't made a sale in 6 months, your account will be canceled. So that doesn't really apply to anybody other than Tom and I on this call. So, and obviously we're not, we're not going to, we're not at risk, right? So,
Right. Yeah.
But just something to be aware of for whatever reasons, compliance reasons, they're worried about people gaming the system somehow. I don't understand how, but they're like diamond and above lifetimes cannot switch to preferred customer.
Hey, Greg?
Yeah.
I just want to go back. I'm sorry. I just want to go back about if you have a coach underneath you, an active coach, and they don't have a customer, and they have coaches or whatever, but they're not buying, and they get moved down to preferred customer. You said that those coaches and everything would roll up, let's say for my example, up to me. Now,
Right.
when that coach underneath me gets back to being an active coach, not preferred customer, back to the status. Now, will those coaches that were under him and customers under him be moved back down to him or to
No.
that person?
No, they didn't answer that question, but they did say that it would work exactly the same as if a coach canceled today. So if a coach cancels today, right, all their customers and coaches roll up to you, and they have the option of signing back up as a coach tomorrow, but they don't get their customers and their coaches back, right?
So they basically
Okay.
start fresh.
Right, exactly.
I got you.
Gotcha.
So they could wait 6 months and sign up with another coach, or they could sign up immediately with you. That's the way it works when somebody cancels their coach account. And I'm pretty 99% sure that's how it's going to work with a preferred customer. So if they dropped a preferred customer, I'm sure there's going to have to be some form or something that they're going to have to fill out to go back to coach. It's not like they can just, make a sale and go back automatically, like you do with active, inactive status. It's not like that. They're getting reclassified and they're going to have to kind of re-sign up as a coach, some online form, I'm sure, to switch back.
Now, the other question I had, I just thought of this. I know, and we probably all have had somebody who's a coach under another coach, and they'd like to switch to you, but they don't want to cancel their account. If they get moved back to a preferred customer, would they then at that point have the, I'll say, freedom to
No,
switch to a new coach?
no, it still works like a coach.
Okay.
Preferred customer is still, they're pretty much like a coach, but they just can't have
Okay.
customers or coaches
Okay.
under them. But
Yeah,
they still have to pay the same fees as we do as coaches. They still have to abide by the 6-month rule. Yeah, so no difference there.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, just to confirm with preferred customers as well, if they happen to be active military or that kind of thing, does that get waived for them as well?
Good question. And the answer is no. So
Okay, good
only
to know.
coaches
Only coaches.
can be the active military free, whatever, veteran, free.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Don't want to give out wrong information.
Okay, so let's see. There's another slide here. So we talked about, right, every 6 months, they won't have access to their coach online office. Emails will be sent directly to them. Yeah. How do PCs and coaches differ? Only coaches can participate in the compensation and recognition programs, right? So
Okay.
PCs, they don't get money. They can't earn money. Coaches participate in Team Beachbody events. So I guess PCs are not allowed to go to Summit and things like that. Only coaches can sell product and enroll people. Yeah, coaches are required to provide tax ID. Only coaches have access to the coach online office. Only coaches are eligible for military and non-military waiver. Coaches pay a business fee of $15.95 and PCs pay a monthly membership fee of $15.95. And PCs only receive customer-related communication from Beachbody.
Okay.
And how they are the same. They are placed in the binary structure. They count towards your rank and qualifications. They have a 6-month waiting period for switches. They get the same discount on products. Their purchases don't pay commissions, but will generate volume.
Okay.
Yeah.
So team volume then, I'm assuming?
Yes, just like a coach, right? Just like
Okay.
a discount coach. So that doesn't change.
Okay.
They will get the exclusive early buying windows for new launches. Their purchases follow the same rules in terms of SC points. So if you signed up a preferred customer with a challenge pack, you still get 2 Success Club points, just like you would a customer or coach, right? Their purchases follow the same rules in terms of leadership points and elite points and, all that good stuff. Their purchases do not count towards a coach's monthly PV. So they don't, like, your customers count towards your PV, but not your preferred customers, right?
Yeah.
So that's it. So any other questions about that?
Did they give an exact date when this is starting? I know you said May, but do you know what day in May?
They didn't say. They said mid-May.
Mid. Okay.
Yeah, but they're going to break down, like, the other training calls are going to be, like, the next one is focused on compensation. How does it affect the compensation? And I pretty much, I understand it already by the way that they've, outlined the basics. it's just going to be the same as a discount coach, right? But that'll be the next one. And then they're going to talk about how is it going to affect reporting. And then they're going to talk about how is it going to affect compliance and stuff like that. So I'll give you guys updates, if anything new comes out at the trainings. I was just thinking something, I lost it. I was thinking of something that I was going to mention about it, but
Let me ask you this, and maybe it'll jog your memory. Because I have one other question, and this is just a scenario that most likely may not happen, but I want to go ahead and ask it. So let's say, because my wife doesn't work the business, at all. I just use her account to buy Energize and the protein powder.
right.
So, and let's say for whatever reason, she says, I want to work the business. So, and let's say at this point, I've really made steps in progress, and I've signed up coaches, and I've, in that binary tree, I've technically signed up coaches under her. And let's just say they're coaches, just for the sake of the example. So she says, I want to become a coach. Does her position change like in my tree, or does she stay like right underneath me? Like how does that work?
No, so remember, she doesn't lose her position in your tree, right? So she's a coach under you. She's either on your left leg or your right leg. She's going to stay there, right? So she's going to, if she doesn't make a sale, they're going to switch her to a preferred customer, but you're still going to see her in your graphical genealogy, right?
Okay.
Nothing's going to change. If you have a coach on your other side, you're still going to become Emerald. You can become Emerald with 2 PCs, right? You don't need coaches.
Okay.
Yeah, the only difference is if she does decide, or you decide you want to, bring her up to an Emerald and put coaches under her, then she would have to have at least one customer under her that will make a sale every 6 months.
That's signed up under her, right? Like I can't put people under. Okay, got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Right, and that's what I have done with Amanda, right? I mean, I placed customers under her. They're my customers, right? And I had them sign up under her, because they're, I look for ones that are drinking Shakeology and, they're not interested necessarily in becoming a coach for whatever reason, right? So I just say, hey, would you mind signing up under my wife? And that keeps her active and gives her the volume that she needs to maintain her rank. So.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you just answered the question I had. Because I'm technically that preferred customer at their status level. I've had one person sign, but that.
Well, Connie, I'm glad you hopped on. I don't know if you heard the beginning part, but the bad part about it is if you have coaches or customers under you, if you got switched to a preferred customer, all those customers and coaches would roll up to me. And, I don't want that to happen necessarily. So, I mean, unless you do, but I would prefer you just get one of your customers to make a purchase, every 6 months. You'll get a warning.
Right.
You'll get an email when you're, in, jeopardy of being switched. And
Well, let me ask you a question. This might be a good time for me to get that quote control coach to where I could purchase under me through him, right?
No, it can't be a coach. It's got to be a customer. So, it could be your daughter or whatever. If they're signed up as a customer under you, just, say, hey, would you mind buying a thing of vitamins and I'll pay you back or whatever,
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Now I'm confused because if you've got a customer under each of your legs, now you're saying you're Emerald?
Oh, you're talking a preferred customer. I was talking a regular customer.
Right.
So yeah, if you had a preferred customer on each leg, you would be Emerald.
Okay. But so they don't have to be a coach, but they do have to be at least a preferred customer.
But no, that still doesn't keep you a coach. Okay. So you have to have a regular old customer under you that buys something every 6 months for you to remain a coach. It doesn't matter if you have preferred customers that are buying lots of products under you, right? Because think of them as discount coaches, right? They're discount coaches,
Right, right.
and there's lots of coaches, sponsoring coaches that do nothing, but they have these coaches underneath them that are doing stuff, right? Well,
Yeah.
Beachbody's going to get rid of that, right? So if you're a coach and you haven't sold a product to anybody in 6 months, they're going to essentially downgrade you. And then all your preferred customers and coaches will roll up to your sponsor.
Wow.
So there's no minimum that they have to buy. You just have to have a customer that buys anything, right? It could be
Okay, so they could buy a tank top for all they care at this
yeah,
point.
exactly. It could be the cheapest thing on the site. It doesn't matter. They just have to make a purchase. One of your
Okay.
customers, right?
And it's 6 months. I mean, so it's honestly
Well,
easy. You
now-
can have somebody in your family
That's
just buy
true.
Activate or a hat, whatever,
Yeah.
okay.
True.
and you're still making the money back. Right? 'Cause you get to know whether if they're a coach now, but you still get the volume on it.
Well,
Well,
no. If they're a
What-
customer, you're getting the commission.
Oh, you get the commission, so you get it back.
Right.
So you can buy it for yourself through somebody, and you're still paying the coach price.
yeah.
So you get the money back.
Okay,
you-
because see, that's what I was trying to figure out. Now, so basically, if I had a coach on each side and a customer down below one of them coaches, as long as that customer bought something, I stayed active.
You need a sale personally, though.
Right. You need a customer under you, not a preferred customer, just a regular customer that makes a purchase.
It's different from rank. Rank is one thing. So your preferred customers will keep you at Emerald, but you'll drop from even being a coach if you're not selling
Right.
anything.
So you have to have one customer under you that buys something.
Okay, but well, I guess that's where I'm getting confused.
Connie,
Because if you have, well, hold on a minute. If you have
Yeah.
a preferred customer, not a coach, but a preferred customer, and they buy something, that's all I need?
No,
no. Okay, Connie, think of it this way, because right now we have the binary system. You got your left and right, which would give you your Emerald for a PV, or a coach. What you need is, let's think of it, you need a third leg. I know it's not there, but a third leg for strictly customers that are under you. So in reality, you need 3 legs, and you need that customer, that third leg, as just a customer to order something to keep you as a coach once every 6 months. Is that a fair example? Or
Well, I'm still confused because if you if you get a customer, okay, okay, yeah, because the customer doesn't sign up under the leg, right?
Right.
correct?
Only a coach signs up under the leg.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
that
think of-
makes sense to
If
me.
you just think of PCs as coaches, it's exactly like today, right? You need customers to keep you active, right? I mean,
Yeah,
if you're not buying something, you would need customers to keep you active. Think of it like that.
yeah. Okay,
So one more question, don't mean to muddle it further, but if let's say you speak with someone and the person says, yeah, I want to sign up as a coach and I want to go ahead and buy a challenge pack. They decide to go ahead and Shakeology and the BOD membership or whatever. Does that count? Because technically that's not a customer if they're signing up for a coach.
It does count. Yeah.
It
yeah.
does. Okay. I was just wondering.
They said you sign up a coach or a preferred customer
Mhm.
in 6 months, or you may have a customer that makes a purchase. So 3 different options, right?
So any one of those 3
Yeah.
within 6 months and you can keep your status. Okay.
Because that initial purchase, you're still earning commission. It counts as a regular sale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Thank you.
They call it a bonus. They don't call it commission, but yeah.